Hi, everybody. It's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this week's Oracle card guidance and lesson. And we are using Wisdom of Avalon, my very first Oracle card deck that I made years ago, and I love it. Great for beginners, by the way, in case you're interested in learning how to work with Oracle cards. So I'm going to do a Celtic Cross, which is a traditional tarot spread, but I use the Oracle cards with them. It gives us an understanding, kind of like a weather report, if you will. It's an energy weather report. And although it is predictive in terms of weather, it's prescriptive in terms of how do we work with this weather? Because I don't think it's valuable just to say, oh, here's what's going to happen, as opposed to here's what we do with what's possibly going to happen, right? Woohoo! September 20th. It's the full moon. Why are you here? Because we're going to download a free guide, right?
Yes.
We are. Okay. What are we doing?
I can't read.
Manifesting with moon cycles. Okay, if you're going to be here, like look nice, like smile at them and wave. Okay, okay. We're going to learn magical moon rituals is what we're going to do to connect to the universe and manifest your dreams with ease. I really think it should be co-create your dreams with ease, because really you're going to be doing that in partnership with the universe in a transformational way, not transactional like it used to be. You're not going to want something and get it. No, you're going to express it through you. Yeah. Understand lunar energies. Exactly, the distinct influences of new and full moons, and how you to use this knowledge to feel more spiritual flow. Yes. What is there? Yeah. Moon guide. Where is it? Colette Baron-Reid?
Yep. So I know this part.
Okay, good.
So there's going to be a link down below here or up there or somewhere.
Wherever.
It's like find Waldo, the link somewhere around here. So, you can go to ColetteBaron-Reid.com/moon guide.
Moon dash guide.
Moon dash guide?
Moon dash guide.
Oh, moon
dash guide.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Maybe we should.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
That was fun. I love doing that. I see people doing that on YouTube, and these really cute millennials or younger. They look so pretty going, oh, magic, and I like it. Okay, so we are ready. Okay, so let's track the energy and see what's up. Okay, first card is the king. It's government. It's authority. It's the masculine principle. It's kind of a patriarchal card, to be quite honest with you. But in this context, and I won't know until I see the obstacle card, what we're looking at is rules, right? So we're looking at rules, regulations, government, things that we agree to, and some things that we don't agree to. So there could be some kerfuffle this week about that. Now let's see the obstacle. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to have feelings about all of this, and feelings are going to stir up this week. It's going to be difficult. This is the obstacle card. So remember when we talk about the obstacle being the card that tells us how to work with the obstacle, or the card that tells us what the obstacle is about. So because it's emotions and it's in the obstacle position, we aren't fabulously happy. We're not going to be going, yippee, oh boy, we're really happy with these new rules. Okay? So, so now let's find out what is the foundation of this week? What have we worked on? Like, what do we have to like, how do we get grounded in this energy? All right? So, yeah, and the eagle, so spirit. There's a spiritual solution to all problems. So the issue here has to be with, have we developed a conscious contact to our higher power? Have we done that? And that is going to be where we have to stand, rather than allowing ourselves to be thrown off or thrown for a loop by the emotional pushback against authority. Okay, now I'm a rebel through and through. You can ask my husband. I can't stand being told what to do at all.
Mystical pirate.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it. I think for myself, think for yourself. Oh, here he comes.
Rebel. Oh my God, you don't know the half of it.
And
my mystical pirate.
I am that. Yes, yes, that is so true. Because I believe I think for myself. I think for myself. And I really think that this is part of what we're bumping up against, right? And there's going to be a lot of focus around rules, regulations, authority, even banks and institutions, government, but also how we are sovereign with ourselves. We have to be very careful not to emote our way down a rabbit hole into too much emotion where we don't see the forest for the trees. Now let's see what lesson that we brought with us now. Like, what have we learned? What are we bringing forward? Restriction. Ooh, gosh, I know what this is. Okay, so we've already know what restriction feels like. We've all been restricted. So I have a sense here that this is talking about the energy of restriction. We know how to manage that. All of us do. There's a resilience that have come out of a forced restriction. And we're going through something similar again. So is this bad? Is this just without judgment? It is what it is. It is what it is. And then you decide how it needs to work for you, Okay, so we have this lesson, we know what it feels like, and not what it feels, we know what it actually looks like too. Again, spirit, connect to the magical realm. Just because difficult situations are surrounding all of us, we still can have that trust and faith in a higher power, power greater than, and realize that whatever is going on around us, we can find meaning in it. We can find meaning. Now, let's look at what is the highest that we can attain right now. Letting go. All right, so the letting go card, I love this card deck. So letting go doesn't mean passive, all right? It does not mean to be, oh, well, I'll just let go and I won't care and I'll just be a lemming. And that's not at all what this is talking about. It's letting go the attachment to see things a certain way. When you project on other people, for example, you got to let go of that. When you have an expectation that things have to be a certain way and determine whether you're going to be okay by that expectation, that's got to be let go too. This is really about releasing attachment to seeing the world the way you want it to go. Okay? Because that's when you can actually radically accept, oh, this is what's happening. I can make a choice and make a response to this. I can come from a place of wisdom and take action. All right, here we go next. Now, the next card is what energy meets us around the corner from this. And it's interesting that it's wealth. So wealth doesn't mean financial abundance necessarily, although it could. I always say the best rebellion is to be successful so that you can help more people. But it's really about the root of it. So all of this brings us into looking at how we are moving from a transactional universe into a transformational universe. This is why I always talk about we need an evolution of the law of attraction, for example, right? That the old way just doesn't work in our new way of seeing the world. So this is very interesting. So everything here, believe it or not, is for our benefit. So we're going to discover what that benefit is. So there's something really positive. This to me is, I look at that and go, right? But this is like, wait a minute now. Even if it doesn't feel good, it's like taking, crappy tasting medicine. We have this cough syrup up in Canada that's just disgusting, but it works. It's so gross. Exactly. So it's like taking really bitter medicine in order for us to meet the challenges that have been kind of either confronting us externally, but also under the surface of changes that are bigger than us, right? Like things that need to be addressed by us right now. That said, remember that the letting go and the wealth and the connection to spirit is all part of this sense of feeling like you're not being abandoned by life and you're not abandoning yourself either. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4 things. What are you doing, Mark? You're like wandering around.
I just
wanted
to put that in there so people could see the card deck. Go away.
No, I'm kidding. No, gosh. Oh, this is good though. Okay, so, here's the thing. We're having a mixed bag experience, all of us. So these are things to consider. So these 4 are categories or themes to consider for all of us because these are woven into the energy of the week ahead. Movement. We never stay still. What I teach in my school, in Oracle School, is that we're always stories in motion. We are never static. It's one of the reasons why I always say forgiveness, it's a tool. It's not a moral thing. It's like, let go and allow people to change and allow people their own way, and that you don't keep carrying everybody with you in a big bag of like, I don't like you or whatever, right? It's like, you've got to do what you do for you, and movement is a positive thing here, but it comes out of difficulty, right? So the movement here is there's magic, synchronicity, events that come beyond your control that actually bring evidence and opportunity that spirit is working with you. It doesn't always feel like it's working in your favor. Restriction never feels like it's in your favor. Like, why would we like that? It's like, I want to move forward, but I have a restriction, right? That's, I personally, like we said, mystical pirate, I always want to look for the treasure, but I don't like the rules, right? So there is an opportunity for a different type of self-definition, which is about personal integrity, what is your truth, and finding creative solutions while you're in restriction, right? So that's also interesting. So even though the energy is, I think, troubling in some respects, there is ways in which we can work with this energy for our highest good, both on an individual and a collective level. But it's really only the individual. You don't have a lot of control or impact necessarily that you're aware of on the outer until you really work with the inner. So movement, the raven, the lady of the lake, and the spider, again, solutions come from the response ability that we have to be part of the collective solution. Whatever that is, the cards don't tell you what that is. It's just about thinking about what that looks like for you and how you serve the collective. And then also you don't forget yourself just because situations around you look chaotic. There's another point in here where you say, okay, what can I do? Me, tiny me. And maybe it's only one tiny thing, but that tiny thing exponentially impacts everything. So remember, when you feel daunted by the bigger picture that feels really haunting and, oh my God, we're here again, why? We have shit to do, right? So we can trust our higher power and act as if, and act towards the goal or the intention that we have, to continue our own personal magic, our own personal expression of that divinity within us. And it will be different for everybody. Very creative time for everybody, even though there seems to be some genuine difficulties. That's in the air now, and it's not going away. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Okay, if you like this video, like my video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like seeing these videos a little bit more regularly, and leave me a comment. We love reading your comments. Take care.